There's the clapping.
Oh, there's the clapping. The golf clapping?
That's. I think we can all clap.
Okay, we can all clap.
All right. So, welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Mindminx Show. This is round 2. So we're going to do the homework real quick. So obviously, we're at the new home of the Mindminx Show, Bravery Studios. And shout out to the official sponsor, Jason Fitness. I am a Jason Fitness athlete. All right, we got to get to this because
we got to get to it.
We're super late.
Super late.
Why are we late? Why are we late?
Because
Mr. Potter?
New Jersey traffic happens to be worse than anything on a Friday mid-afternoon, early evening.
You're right.
It proves that you're never too late for your first Vietnam flashback. You're never too young or too old for your first Vietnam flashback. And welcome to New Jersey, motherfuckers. So that's pretty much what I was facing. And I'm glad to be here and glad to be back on your show. Many a negotiation. So my people had to talk to your people.
Yep.
Like we had to talk. We had to negotiate. I had my own expectations. You had your own. Then finally we met in the conference room and we had this conversation. I'm like, but do we want to do a part 2? Is it worth it? And you're like, yes.
100%.
I'm like, yeah, absolutely.
Well,
and then I was like, then let me work it.
Okay.
I'll put my thing down, flip it, and revert. Oh my goodness! First dad joke of the day, baby.
Oh my
goodness! I'm in rare form tonight, baby. Let's go.
Here we go.
That's right.
All right.
We in this bitch like an unborn baby. David Potter, the big dick bandit of all combat sports.
And wait, you're not even wearing your. Why did I think you were wearing your shirt?
Because
Bare
it's in the
knuckles,
wash.
most wanted.
It's made of 150% husband material. The big dick bandit shirt. It's going to be on sale on FightWorldLive.com. So. If you are a part of the Big Dick Bandits, you can actually buy a T-shirt. Not as big as me, whoa, big fella, but you know.
I can wear one because I got it down to here.
Fuck yeah, you do. Oh yeah, come on, give me some. Oh my goodness.
All right, so I want to talk about the fact that your first appearance on my show was the highest viewership that I've seen.
Really?
Yes.
All right, let's give it a golf clap, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm super proud of that. That is a pretty big deal to me, and it was a fun conversation. I think the biggest takeaway, besides getting to know you and the fact that you obviously have a soft spot for pretty girls.
Obviously.
Shh,
don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody.
Goose egg.
Breadcrumbs, ladies and gentlemen.
Was that you had me cracking up the whole entire time.
Yeah.
It's very difficult to do that. I find myself to be the most hilarious person I know. Contrary to popular belief. So
this is why I get so lucky with the ladies, because I make girls. Guys with a sense of humor is dangerous because they make you laugh, and then poof, your clothes are off.
Yeah, but I know, stupid. But that was also if you counted how many times I called you stupid on the first episode.
Yeah, everyone was calling me stupid after the first episode. Fuck yeah, totally.
So we had to do this. We had to come back. We had to finish some stories because there were some questions.
And I'm coming just thinking about
it. Oh my gosh.
Sorry about that.
Well, so somebody actually commented in the comments of the first show that we need to know your big 3. So I should have, prefaced that I need to know your date of birth and your place of birth.
Okay.
And your time of birth.
Sounds good. So I was born on April the 12th, 1987.
Dear Lord, you're a fucking Aries.
Yes. So when I was born in the delivery room, when I was delivered, and the doctor held and handed me to my mom. He was like, "Congratulations, Joan Potter. It's a man."
It's a man.
Yeah. Already had chest hair, big hairy winning machine. Even in the womb, even escaping the womb. Just a legend. Just a big dick bandit. Just
wow.
waiting
So
to come
were
out,
you always this loud?
Yeah, totally.
You're super loud. Okay.
Yeah. Severe to moderate ADHD. Actually, talking about mental health and stuff.
Yeah.
I got actually diagnosed with ADHD in 8th grade. So, and later down the road, after during the fighting, and we were talking a lot about fighting. So I actually got misdiagnosed for being bipolar.
Okay.
I'm I don't get angry. I don't lose my temper. I don't throw shit, and I don't. I'll go up and down, my moods, and you get things to regulate it, especially if you get punched in the head. This is why O.J. Simpson, spoiler alerts, O.J. Simpson is a murderer, but this is why when you get shots to the head and more shots to the face than Paris Hilton in 2003,
oh my gosh.
this is what happens. So I was misdiagnosed with bipolar, but it all comes back from ADHD. Like, and if I'm stimulated, if we're talking about like an interesting topic, you'll notice my highs and lows are going to go way, way up. And then if we're talking about like a topic that's serious, I'm going to go very, very low. So like, I'm very transparent when it comes, and this is a benefit because I can multitask like no other. I have like multiple, like I own a business, and I also work as a director of recruiting, and I also, do the UFC stuff. Like it works to my benefit, but it's kind of like a weird anomaly, so.
So you said you were misdiagnosed. How did that happen?
Probably because this was 2019, and when I was misdiagnosed, this is right around the time my stepdad passed away. So, and this is actually 4 years after my stepdad passed away. I still haven't, like, it took until the pandemic, being locked down, Tiger King, like.
Wow, he brought up the Tiger King.
I brought up the Tiger King. I had to drop the Tiger King, baby.
Wow.
But, like, it took a while for me to, like, actually properly grieve because I have a lot of females in my family. So they were crying. They're about their emotions. I'm the man of the house now. And, like, I got to keep things on lock and not really show face. I got to keep strong for everybody like that. So yeah, I didn't really address my feelings, and when it came out, it all came out. So I saw one doctor, and then like holy shit, like dad died. It all came out all at once, and he's like, but I was like upset about it, then I was happy about it, then like I was bringing up, he's like, you might be bipolar. I'm like, well, I must be constipated because I don't give a shit. But like, at the same time. At the same time, I knew in the back of my head that like I've had moderate to severe ADHD forever. Since 2008, like since 2002 when I was diagnosed with ADHD, like, but certain circumstances happen, you deal with life as it happens. Like I went through up until that point in 2019, I had two of my best friends, my teammates, commit suicide. I've had my grandma die a week before Christmas, and then I had my dad die a week before my birthday.
Wow.
All within the same 6-month radius. So, and I was close with both. So, yeah, I took an ass whooping in my life. So it didn't just start off, and I hate beating a dead horse, where like Poor Kid from Emerson, and just start where being born to unusual circumstances, it just kept coming, and and I rise to a challenge, baby, and that's why I'm still here, but
you are still here.
At the same time, it's been a process. Everything's been a process. So, it's not just what you can accomplish, it's what about you, like it's what you can overcome.
Right.
That's handed to you.
It's not how you fall, it's how you get up.
Exactly.
And you gotta always get up.
Exactly. Always gotta get up. That's what she said. Oh my goodness! Oh my god, I'm on fire. Everybody, do you have the NBA Jam sound effect? Like, he's on fire! Heating up. No, nothing? All right, sounds good. All right, continue, ma'am.
Wait.
Oh my goodness, we talked about so many topics.
So many topics in like 5 minutes. All right, so we have 3 people watching. It did say comments, but I'm trying to learn how to use this while, live chat. It said 3 comments. All right, in any case. If anybody wants to leave a comment,
please do so. I got some interesting questions though. So when he hands me the phone,
oh, that's right.
I was reading the questions. I'm like, oh, fuck me in the beard. This is gonna get very, very interesting.
Your beard isn't long. How would one fuck you in the beard?
I don't know, like with a long enough dick.
Dear Lord.
Like, oh, big fella.
Why would I ask
with
these
a
questions?
David Potter like caliber cock.
Okay,
like,
I'm not doing that
like
anymore.
then you can fuck someone in the beard. But like, it takes effort. It takes poise. It takes someone of David Potter's stature. But like, that's how you can fuck someone in the beard.
So I want to take 2 minutes. That's it.
2 minutes.
That's all we're gonna give to this subject.
Minutes.
But in the last episode, we played, the 6 degrees of Mindminx or 7 degrees of Mindminx, whatever it was,
right.
And I was able to connect myself to Leo DiCaprio. Well, this past weekend, you were in Orlando.
Yes.
And you were there for. I'm sorry, I'm not.
Jake Paul versus Mike Perry.
Perry. And you got to interview Mike Perry before he fought Jake Paul.
That's my boy. I love him. Like, of course I got the backstage scoop, and of course he was like, dude, you gotta come by, man. I'm like, bro, I'm in this bitch like an unborn baby. I got you, Mike Perry. Don't even worry about it, son. And I know his manager, Abraham, shout out to Abraham, one of the baddest motherfuckers in the game. So when you need a hype man and you need someone to hype you up like the second coming of Christ, you know who to call, you know? Like the best in the business, baby. The big dick bandit of all combat sports. So like I went there and like started hyping up like the second coming of Christ, and they're starting up a new promotion. And yeah, got to hang out with Mike Perry for a little bit, hang out with his manager. Love those guys. Shout out to them. Didn't go his way in the fight, you know, but...
No, it did not.
No. But it was a great night overall. Like, you know, everyone had a good time. You know, I met the Hawk Tui. No, I passed by the Hawk Tui girl.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah, backstage, but I didn't even notice. And then someone had tell me 4 days later that he was like, yeah, you passed by the Hawk Tui girl and you just didn't even bat an eye. Like, everyone's like, oh, Hawk Tui girl. And I'm like, oh, like, I didn't even realize I passed by the Hawk Tui girl because, like, people will message me and I like, actually showed my my party of like people would message me and say, hey Dave, can we get a picture with you and everything like that. So I was making my rounds around the arena. I ran to Antonio Tarver, who's a good friend of mine. He was actually the star of Rocky Balboa and actually a multiple-time world champion in boxing. So that's one of my good buddies. Shout out to Antonio Tarver. Also beat Roy Jones Jr., who's an Olympic gold medalist, Olympic silver medalist in Seoul, South Korea, and a multiple-time world champion. Shout out to Roy Jones Jr., another friend of mine. And yeah, just made my rounds, taking pictures with fans, and you know, I had a good time. And I actually did the live stream. I ran to BDO, that big jacked human being of a man, that specimen. So he actually came on my show.
Wow.
Yeah, so it was pretty crazy. So things got wild, but I was also #1 in the world for viewership. So oh my goodness,
Yeah, no, I'm nowhere near that type of viewership, but we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there.
Change my name to Tampex, pull some strings, and I'm gonna make this happen,
There
baby.
you go.
I got you.
There you
I
go.
got you.
Well, because of you, I can now connect myself to Muhammad Ali in like 4 degrees.
Really?
Yeah.
How?
Because you interviewed Mike Perry, who fought Jake Paul, who's fighting Mike Tyson, who interviewed with Muhammad Ali on Letterman.
Oh, good stuff. Can we get a golf clap, please? That was well done. Well played, ma'am.
Thank you.
Wow. Holy shit. Wow.
Because of you.
Unbelievable. Because of me.
Because of you.
Oh, look what I started.
Well, so I love that game, and I just feel like it's a fun way to put things together. So you sent me like a bunch of topics, right?
So I sent like some facts, and because I was late and stuck in traffic, and because New Jersey being New Jersey, so I spitball a bunch of topics I never talk about publicly. Like, we could talk about the fact that I used to cut out I only told girlfriends about this, but like I used to cut out the girls in the bra and panties in like the Sears magazine. I used to put them under my pillow because when you put something on your pillow, it comes up. So like I would cut out girls in the Sears magazine. I would put the bra and panties girls under and hope that a girl would appear. And then my mom and dad, my stepdad, came in the room one time and lifted up over my sheets and just saw a whole bunch of girls in their bra and panties under my pillow. And my dad was like, well, we can confirm without a doubt, hun. My dad used to call my mom hun. We can confirm without a doubt he's not gay. No, that we could have talked about that.
We just did.
Yeah, we just did. You know, we got rapid fire. We could have talked about me, you know, when I was cutting weight, and I know the right way to cut weight because I was also varsity every single year. So, you know, when you're a freshman, you look up to all the seniors and everything like that. So you shave all your shit, and you get yourself nice and groomed. Especially for the ladies, they enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, Minx. Don't even lie. Don't even lie, woman. Come on, shum on. But like. Also, like, I also didn't know how to, like, properly, like, cut weight. So I'm like, man, I got, like, 5 pounds to lose. I'm going to take some X-Lax. And I was a fairly competent wrestler. I was a fairly good wrestler. But I also shit my singlet one time in wrestling. I never talked about that publicly. And I think nobody ever brought that up to me publicly. But I'm here to admit right now that one time I did shit my singlet in wrestling.
How old are you?
Man, I was old enough to steal your wife, but old enough to party. I think it was like 15 or 16 years old.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wait. Like where? Like were you in the middle of a match?
Yeah, I was in the middle of wrestling this poor joker. I was winning, and I shit my pants as. So not only
did you feel it coming, or did it just like
That's what she said. Oh my goodness, that's number 2. Oh my God, Minx Boogaloo. I got 2. 2.
Or did it just happen?
It just happened. I was just beating his ass and I just shit my pants. You know,
Wow.
like that's what happens when you're a fucking big dick Ben and a legend of my stature. And you know about shitting your pants. You ain't cool until you shit your pants. Come on, Minx.
No.
How many times have you shit your
I
pants?
have not shit my pants.
Come on, just
have
a minute.
not shit my
You shit
pants.
your panties at like one point in time. Come on, Minx. Don't
Nope,
lie
that's
to me, woman.
never happened.
Really?
Why would I have to lie?
Oh, very true.
There's so much that happens in my life. I do not have to exaggerate.
You would
anything.
smack the shit out of me, so I'll never call you a liar. Never. Never. I might be a champion in martial arts.
Yeah, let's talk.
I might be a
about
champion in
this.
martial arts, but you are a champion in crazy, and you will whoop my ass.
Yes. No, I definitely.
Yeah.
I'll take that title.
Yeah, I will not fuck with you, my friend. So, yeah. Just saying.
So I think that's hysterical.
What else can we talk about? We can. Do I have any more embarrassing stories that I can admit?
we need to talk about this because apparently there's a pattern when it comes to you.
Was a pattern.
Um,
The fact of being a legend.
dear Lord.
The fact of being the GOAT.
No, I want to know about this fling that you had during COVID. Who
Oh
tried
no!
stabbing
Shit.
you. So wait. Let's just recap. Let's recap.
Oh,
so
man.
you were engaged to a woman who was in a gang. You didn't even know the last name of.
Maybe. Maybe that it might have happened. It might like
Allegedly. Oh, now we're
Allegedly.
We're making it allegedly. Okay.
allegedly.
And now you you had a fling with someone who tried to stab you.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. So this is a good one. Remember how I told you and previously on the Minx Show, and I talked about like, especially when it came to dating, I trusted people that came from my past. And this lady actually came from Florida, and she was like, "I'm visiting. Can I visit you for a weekend?" I'm like, "Sure." Like a nice weekend with like an old friend, like perfectly fine, right? Not a problem. Mazel tov to her. She stayed at my place. All good, all gravy. And then she was like, "Well, I didn't tell you necessarily the truth because I am currently homeless and I can't go back to Florida." I'm like, "Oh, very, very interesting. Okay, well, things are cool so far. So, be my guest. I have a roommate I can get funky with some of the time and perfectly fine. Mazel tov." I didn't realize
David.
What?
David.
What, ma'am?
What the fuck?
What?
Who thinks that way?
It was during the pandemic.
Apparently you do.
Apparently I do. But nevertheless, I was like, I have an overnight adult slumber party guest. Perfect. Okay, fair enough. And, it was during the pandemic. Everyone was lonely. So, be my guest. As to quote the great Beauty and the Beast, be my guest. And so she was staying with me. I didn't know how deeply troubled this lady was because...
the part that I'm homeless and no longer can go back to Florida didn't tip you off?
drug problem.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, so while I was busy giving the tip, like I wasn't being tipped off of, her problems.
That was good. That was good.
Oh yeah, so holy shit, this makes everything pale in comparison. So one day, I was sleeping in my bed and we used to switch off between I didn't really like her that much. I was trying to get her out as soon as humanly possible because that weekend stay turned into about 2 months. So I was trying to get her out as soon as humanly possible. So she's like, "David, what?" All I heard was screaming from the other room. She's like, "David, what the fuck?" And she bursted open the door. I'm like, "Hey, what's going on? What's up?" She's like, "Who's this?" I'm like, "A girl I was talking to in 2019. Those dates are 2019. She's like, "Look at this shit. This is disgusting." And she went right back in the kitchen. I heard stop. And then goes right back and gets the knife from the kitchen and tries to stab me. And by the way, I'm a competent martial artist. So when anyone comes at me with a knife, I'm coming just thinking about it. So while I'm laying in bed, I neutralize her arm and then I roll her over and I put knee on belly. I'm like, "I want you to drop the knife. I want you to calm down. I want you to calm down. Shh, deep breaths, deep breaths. I'm going to call the police. I'm going to get you out. Don't even worry about it. I'm not going to tell them about this incident. Don't even worry about that." So I call up the police. Police come. And she said, "He choked the shit out of me. He hit me." And I'm like, "What?" And I started laughing my balls off, and I'm like, that's absolutely absurd. I would never hit a woman. Like, I was laughing. And she's like, do you see? Do you see? And the cops are like, not really. And one of the cops and one of the detectives took me outside. He's like, dude, this lady is fucking crazy. And if I don't take you into prison, if I don't take you to one of the holding cells, she is going to kill all of us. Like, she is like, listen, she's claiming this, and this is protocol that we have to take you in. And I'm like, are you serious? You have to, I swear to God, I'm the one that called the police. I wouldn't call the police if I was guilty of this. And by the way, my mom was a victim of domestic violence. Why the fuck would I spread that horrible stuff onto anybody else? I'm like, I start laughing. I'm like, all right, like, what's the process? Because this is gonna be my first time going through this. He's like, okay, we're gonna put this zip tie on you. I'm like, ooh, I feel like Wonder Bread. I'm like, ooh, this is interesting. So I'm like, okay, this is not so bad. And I went in the back of the car. I'm like, ooh, so I get like a free ride to Bayonne prison, like Bayonne Police Department. I'm just bullshitting with them the entire time. We're talking about New England Patriots. We're talking about how Cam Newton...
Wait a second. Pause.
Yes.
Bayonne. Was she from Bayonne too?
No, she was from Florida. I lived in Bayonne.
Okay. So you knew her from Florida?
No, she used to live in Bergen County with me.
Oh.
Yeah,
so okay. Apparently Bergen County chicks are fucking crazy.
Apparently.
I'm glad I'm not a
not
Bergen
all
County
of them.
chick.
Don't because of two bad apples, don't spoil it for the rest of the bunch. But
well,
so later, so I got released. I called my lawyer. My lawyer, Alyssa, is she's a bulldog. She's a mean lady. So then they found out about the incident. They pried it out of her because also we had text messages of her because she was trying to get back in contact with me. And this is when I started dating the felon, the gay member, Thug Light, baby. So she started like harassing me, and she started like going crazy and stuff. I actually showed my very good friend the messages that she used to leave me. She was harassing me. She was giving death threats and stuff. We go to court about this incident, and then we find out that what happened actually happened. So they actually booked her July 3rd, exactly 3 days before, and 4 years after my ex got arrested.
Wow.
Yeah. So the parallels of crazy just match up so perfectly. The parallels of crazy, So, yeah, and here's where it gets crazier because December 2021, she actually passed away from a drug overdose.
Oh, now I feel a little bad.
Yeah, you know what? And I feel bad because I wasn't able to save her. I saw someone troubled, so that's why I was like, okay, and we can turn into an extended period of time because I saw someone that I grew up with, someone that I knew that she was 14, 15, and I was 16, and I saw someone troubled, and I couldn't save her. And now we don't have the opportunity where I can forgive her, and I have to forgive her on my own terms, where obviously there's still that anger. You tried killing me with a knife.
Yeah. So,
that's the one thing where, I have to, nobody wants me to find forgiveness on my own time, because if I do, I'm forgiving you for the shit that you did to me. I'm not necessarily, you're not forgiving me for the shit I did to you. Like, right. You're not, it's not like a mutually beneficial, forgiveness, and yeah, there's, I had to forgive on my own terms, and there's still that little bit inside you. And spoiler alert, ladies and gentlemen, it's okay to be bitter, a little bit, This lady almost took my life, and, it's always going to be a soft spot. It's always going to be a burn because all I did was try to help her. And, yeah, that it is what it is, and
well,
the rest is history.
It created the person that you are today.
Yeah.
All of these experiences are what, create the David Potter that we see in front of us today.
So remember we were talking about breaking records, by the way?
Yeah.
So we have another record that actually got broken.
What?
So the exact week, and this, because I got a lot of questions about this, and because people didn't even know what I was going through. So when I dumped this individual, a lot of people, especially family members, took her side, because I was people immediately, because she was very manipulative. She was just manipulative all around. Wow. But she wore her mask very well and very tight. That's what she said. But a lot of people didn't even know this, so I got a lot of questions. But this is where it comes full circle, and this is going to be the final time I ever talk about it. So during the whole court proceedings that we're going through, and I'm not going to talk about the financial stuff because still going through it, and it's going to be fun. It's going to be a doozy. But, nevertheless, before that, it was, just going through the processes, going through the emotions. I was getting harassed. I told you about this. Guys messaging me, I'm going to fuck you up. Okay, come to my house. Here's the address. Oh, you're not fucking worth it. Okay, now I'm not worth it. Okay. So, and I was getting calls and texts, and I can deal with that. But when you start texting my sister dick pics and saying, "Oh, you see what David's doing?" and I'm like, "What?" And when you start texting my mother, you're attacking my heart.
Yeah.
So I
there's limits.
During the entire processes of this, I'm like, you will apologize. I don't even give a shit if you apologize to me. You will apologize to my mother and my sister, or I'm getting a restraining order on you. Sure enough, I'm getting ready to go to Brazil. And I got hit with a restraint. I got hit with an email. Her last name versus... See, I corrected myself. I didn't say her name. Her last name versus Potter. Uh-huh. I go in, I'm like, did my lawyer already get done? So I came in, I'm like, hey, what's going on, everybody? How's it going? She's like, yeah, well, so new developments. She actually filed a restraining order to you. I'm like, wait. So, Judge, excuse me. So I just want to get this. I threatened a restraining order, so she filed a restraining order for me threatening a restraining order. I just want to get this correctly. And she's like, yes. I'm like, wow. So threatening a restraining order is a threat. And she's like, well, I'm like, okay, so I was just give me my date and we'll just work this out because we're all going through the processes already. So apparently people were posting pictures of her mugshots everywhere, and because I was no longer her guard dog. When I was dating her, when people said something, listen, I have a very powerful presence. I brought down influencers and I made them cry and beg for mercy, and also companies. So, when somebody was texting me or messaging me saying, which happened the entire course of the relationship, I was the one defending her and saying, if you post that, I'm going to fuck you up. I'm going to come after you. Wow. And getting texts, and this was throughout the entire duration of the 4-year tenure with her. And so after I dumped her, that's when everyone came out of the woodwork. As soon as I hit single on Facebook, that's when the floodgates open, because she is universally... I didn't realize how universally disliked this lady is.
Wow.
Until there are so many people, and people she still considers her friends, giving me and relaying information. She was like, well, did you know that she cheated on you with this guy? And he's like a tennis. And I'm like, oh, he likes tennis? Oh, I'm glad that, she likes the women now. That's great.
Wow.
Tennis player, I'm glad she likes women now, all this stuff, she was arrested 49 times. She was blah, 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 blah. Yeah, which I found out to be fact. Listen, I'm not going to be angry at anybody. The whole, I must be constipated because I don't give a shit. When somebody comes with accusations that I can't prove, I'm going to discard it. Right, no one's going to flip drama on me. But, she was arrested 49 times. I looked it up, and I was like, holy shit. And then I showed my boys, my absolute boys, and they're like, you're a fucking loser. Yes. And that's the support I need. This is why the absolute boys, who I cherish, they're always there for me, baby. So, I'm finding out all this weird shit about her, because she played the prim and proper, don't drink, don't do anything.
Really?
But drug distribution, drinking under the influence, suspended license. I don't like driving. And she used to get on me like that about it. I don't like driving. I'd rather people drive me. I'd rather Ubers drive me around because I'm a city slicker. And she used to get on me about that. I didn't realize she's had her license suspended multiple times. But people were coming out of the woodwork and posting pictures of her mugshot. So I had to go to court for that. That was part of the proceedings, the entire proceedings, where... I'm still going, she still owes me money. She still owes me a lot of money, which I'm coming for it. And I'm coming just thinking about it. So her lawyer was like, well, he started it. And I'm like, what? I thought
he started it.
I'm like, no, I didn't. Actually, when your client got arrested, that's when you started it. And he's like, well, this is damn. She's complaining that it's damaging her character. I'm like, I think when you got arrested 49 times, I think it damaged your character.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about your character.
So I never laughed so hard with my lawyer in court. I in front of the judge, openly laughing, and he was like, "This is harassment." I'm like, "You posted a picture of a mugshot on your Facebook, on your Instagram wall. Isn't that considered the same thing?" You start for them, this is the biggest case of their life. For me, it's Tuesday. It's my entertainment, and naturally got thrown fucking out. Like, civil judgment, get away from me. Beat it, nerd. You know, stay in your lane of mediocrity. But nevertheless, this is where it gets good because the judge asked me, she's like, hey, can you get those profiles taken down? I'm like, yeah, I got a few people I know. So I get a 20 on the people because they were blaming it on me. So now I'm going to prove everybody wrong, and now I'm going to make them look foolish. So I call my buddy, complete nerd, but also gets a lot of bitches. So don't even trip. Like, don't even get it twisted, son.
That was necessary.
So I'm like, we need so Operation Johnny Cochran. Well, that's what we call it, Johnny Cochran. Like, if the glove doesn't fit, you must have quit. So we waited to strike at 1 a.m. 1 a.m. I stayed up, and I'm like, are you ready to do this? You ready to run this? Papa Doc, play this shit. And like, he started hacking, and he infiltrated 2 of those profiles. And 2 of those profiles belong to a Iowa number. Iowa is where she got arrested for fraud and identity theft. And that's what I told the lawyer. I'm like, isn't it? So instead of blaming me, wouldn't it make a lot more sense because you got this girl who's universally disliked that robbed people? Wouldn't it make a lot more sense too to actually look around? Here's the person's phone number. Here's where I docked them. Here's like exactly where they're logging in. Iowa, Denver, like. Wouldn't it make, is it out of the realm of possibility that it's possibly one of the people she robbed? No, that's impossible. I'm like, okay, never mind. Like, so I showed the number. I'm like, oh, is this me? Like, is this my number? Like, it was all a mess, hoopla. But we broke a record because I got all those mugshots taken down.
Wow.
I did him a service, only for her to get a mugshot posted back when she was arrested for being a fugitive from justice, and her mugshot on the same week, ladies and gentlemen, the same week we had the highest rated episode, the same week where I had a watch party that was the highest in the nation and also internationally in the combat sports world. Viewership 1.1 million on the same week, and also my recruiting job 5.7 million in new business.
There you go,
killing the game on that same week. She got the most views for a mugshot in New Jersey history. Everybody, round of applause. We're all breaking records, baby. And it all comes full circle because she's on her path and I'm on mine. And trust me, I'm happy with my path, baby.
So, dude, I can't. When you sent me that, and I was like, I can't believe this. This can't be real.
We're all breaking records, baby. This is what we do. Start from the bottom. Now we're all here.
Yeah, make it to the top. This is what you call making it to the top.
Oh, you're making it to the top, baby.
All right, so let's bring your phone in. Can we have a special someone bring it in?
Oh, please.
Wait, Marv. Can we have the special someone bring it in?
Who's the special someone?
We would like a special someone to bring it in.
Who's a special someone?
Well, I mean, all right, so you kind of always post these pictures, and we know there's a special someone, and we never get to see her face ever.
Minx, I say this with full honesty, and I would never lie to you, right? You know I wouldn't lie to you?
I would hope not.
Yes. So I have no idea who you're talking about.
No, we don't have an idea.
I have no idea.
You can you...
All right, we gotta be very careful, y'all.
That's as far as. Aw.
Wait. Okay.
All right, you gotta go get it.
All right, let me go get it. Okay.
All right, we tried. Damn, I tried.
Okay. Okay. Here we go.
Well, we got the special someone to walk in the door. Aw.
Okay. Here we go.
What are some of the questions that you got?
Oh God.
All right, so just to give you an idea of what's happening. David had posted yesterday, right? Last night?
Yeah, last night.
Ask me anything and you'll answer it on today's show. So you said you got a lot of questions. So
yeah, I got a lot of questions. Time. Okay, so, and all the texts are coming through right now because my phone was dead in the middle of traffic. So, here we go. Let's go to the questions, shall we?
Yeah.
Okay, so, here we go. So, we got our first question. From Just Plain Brittany. Are you going to manage my re-announcing and make us both extra money? I guess so. Okay. That was a good one.
So Just Plain Brittany.
Just Plain Brittany. Thank you, Brittany. Weekly Bus said, are you going to link up with the Weekly Bus Boys? Of course I am. I'm busting just thinking about it.
Who's the Weekly Bus Boys?
Weekly Bus is a podcast that's part of Fight World Live on Amazon Prime.
Okay.
Number 3 in the world on Amazon's top 100 sports fan news shows in the world. So, yeah, they're my partners, and I love them. And, yeah. Here's another question from Mike and Matt Davies Photography. The importance of unique content and crediting writers, interviewers, and photographers in media. What do you think about that?
What's the importance of it?
The importance of unique content and crediting writers, interviewers, and photographers.
How do you receive that?
Well, Matt Davis is one of the best photographers in the game, so I receive it in the butt.
Wow.
Yeah, greatness. You yeah.
Gladly receive it. Okay.
Gladly. He's one of the best photographers in the fight world. He's one of the best photographers in the fight game, and I think it's very important. I think unique content is absolutely important. You have everybody. It's the law of you got 10 people that are fitting in and doing the same thing. Mm-hmm. Who is going to get the most attention? The people that are fitting in or the people that are standing out? Mm-hmm. So I think unique content is very, very important, but also crediting too. Because you always got to get your name out there. You always got to put your name out there, network, and all that stuff like that. You got to do it. So
100%.
Yeah, I think it's very, very important. So let's continue, shall we?
Yep. What's the next one?
Comic Book Warrior says, when we're going to hang out again, hopefully very soon. When we're going to hang out with Comic Book Warrior.
Okay.
When are you going to do it? Are you going to do it too?
Sure, why not?
Okay, fuck yeah.
Where's my invitation?
Gingerbread Man 426, he's a black belt in Tampa. He says, how many kids in Tampa do you think you have?
Ooh. How many kids?
No, good sir, I actually hate Tampa Bay because you guys stole. So everyone, I want to actually make things perfectly clear, okay? I want to make it absolutely abundantly clear. When people ask me what my hardest breakup was, it was Tom Brady leaving the New England Patriots. I'm still not over it. I'm still not over it.
Oh, that's right. You're a Boston.
That's right.
What the hell? How did that No, we don't have time.
We don't have time. Okay.
We're going to have to do lives.
No kids in Tampa because fuck Tampa. Fight Book MMA says, how big is it?
No.
Okay.
Absolutely not.
All right, we're going to skip this.
No.
Leave it to your imagination. Sugar tits.
Down to here.
Oh, big fella. Jared says, can I get an autograph from the Big Dick Bandit himself? Absolutely, Jared. Thank you very much for the comment.
Love that.
Hey, you know what? I think, and by the way, I'm a nobody outside of the realm of combat sports and everything, but as soon as I enter an arena, people want pictures, autographs, all that fun stuff. I appreciate every single person. I always give them the time of day.
Aww.
Like, no matter what I'm doing, no matter if I have my hands in so many different cookie jars, I will always give everybody the time of attention and always give them the respect that they deserve. So I appreciate that. That's awesome. All right, let's keep this going.
Yeah.
Philly says, when are we chilling? My boy from Boston. And yeah, we're chilling very soon. Okay, so... this is a good one. You watch combat sports and everything. I got one for you.
Oh, boy.
What's up, pussies? Says, do you think Alex and Izzy will meet in the cage again? You keep killing it, big dog. I think he's talking about you.
Who's me?
You.
But I've never done any combat sports yet.
No, but you do boxing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you watch UFC, right?
I've just started watching UFC.
Holy Santa Claus shit. So, Sweet Jesus and Doggy Style Mary, can you... Do you know Alex Pereira, right?
No.
Do you know Izzy Adesanya?
No.
Okay, fair enough. So I'll answer this one. I'll take it for the ladies. So
okay.
yeah, I think they probably will meet back in the ring, but at the same time, I think Izzy has that win and has that nod over him. So because Alex Pereira has beat that ass so many different times, and I love Izzy, so don't get me wrong, don't get it twisted. But I think Pereira is going up in weight class to heavyweight. And I think he's interested in becoming a multiple-time champion at middleweight, light heavyweight, and heavyweight, becoming the first 3-time champion in 3 different weight classes. So I think it could happen, but it's going to be way, way down the road if it does happen.
Mm.
Yes, ma'am. I want you to look up Stylebender and also Alex Pereira.
Okay. I got homework.
King Kai, one of my boys, is actually a world champion in BKFC. Shout out to him. From Montana. Montana represent, stand up. How badly do you think I'm going to best Jimmy Rivera? He's actually fighting Jimmy Rivera for the world championship, defending his world championship. I think, I think he's going to tax that ass and call him the debt collector because, those cheeks will be clapped. Wow. I got to go with my boy. Got to go with loyalty. So,
okay.
Yeah, I think Jimmy Rivera is in big trouble.
I want all these people to be following me.
Absolutely. All these people better be following. My girl Casey, I grew up with her. What is something that you look back on often during your childhood days? What is something you do?
From me?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, wow. I don't know. That was a long time ago. You realize that, right?
It was like, 12 years ago? I think you're like 22, 23?
Aw,
no,
you're
like
so sweet.
24, right?
No, yeah,
okay.
Like twice over.
Fair enough.
So I like looking back. Well, all right. So I was a huge fan of the movie Grease.
Oh, that was a good movie.
So I have very fond memories of watching that, like, learning the dance moves. And like all of my cousins would. We would definitely learn all the dance moves and we could do them.
Oh, that's
the movie.
outstanding.
Yeah, I could still
Were
recite
you
most of the movie.
what pink lady were you?
Oh, Rizzo, 100%.
Oh, you were Rizzo.
Definitely.
Oh, so you were the boss.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I see you.
I got the personality for it.
There you go. Did you have the pink lady's jacket?
I do not have a pink, but I have a black leather jacket.
Right. Did you make fun of the prude in the school and like just kind of down on her for
no,
not getting the
here's
D?
the funny part.
You
Here's the funny
didn't
part.
diss?
How
you gonna be Rizzo? How you gonna do this right if you're not gonna make fun of the prudes in the school for not getting the D?
Because I am the prude.
Oh, you are the prude. Really? What makes you say that?
Because I am.
Oh, fair enough. Okay. Yeah. Fair enough. I have no response. All right, fair enough. Are we done with that question?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
You didn't answer it.
Yeah, you know what? And I forgot to mention this. I forgot to touch on this, but I was poor and I never even knew I was when I was a kid. My family hooked me up so well, and my sisters and my mom, they took care of me so well. They gave me everything I ever wanted. My stepdad gave me everything I ever wanted. Went down to vacation in LBI, all that good stuff. I was poor, but I never knew it until I was older because they want to give me the childhood they never had.
Okay.
So
I love that.
Oh man,
Are you gonna tear up?
No, I'm not gonna tear up.
Are you gonna tear up?
Who cut the onions in here? Holy!
It wasn't
Did
me.
anyone cut the? Hey, producer man, did you cut the onions in here? Man.
No.
Oh man.
Well, guess what?
What?
Because someone was late,
Oh.
we're gonna have to say goodnight already.
Really?
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Way to go.
It's all your fault.
It's my fault. I was here.
Should we take it to a part 3?
We might need to.
Oh, we
because
might have to.
Apparently, there's some kind of a challenge that I was given.
What was the challenge? Yeah, I wanted to do the watch party. So in August, I want you to be on one of our watch parties.
Okay.
We get millions of viewers. I want you, because I'm on your show. I'll do a part 3, but you got to be on my show on Fight World Live on Amazon Prime.
Okay.
You got to shout out to the Bravery Studios, the
Studios.
Big Dick Bands at the Bravery Studios.
Yep.
We got to shout out them. We got to do the watch party here. And yeah, we gotta be in this bitch like an unborn baby. So we'll do a part 3, but you got to be on my shit too.
Okay. All right.
You'll do it?
I'll do it.
Okay.
Oh my God, I'm
You're
a
the
little
new champ.
nervous,
You're
but
the new champ.
ooh, look at this. I'll wear it well.
Well,
Wear it well.
we need more time because there's just so
Yeah.
much stuff to talk about, like
Well, we
mental
got
health.
IGTV Live we could do.
Yeah.
So we could definitely continue the conversation there.
Yeah. I'm down.
All right. So everybody, this was the Big Dick Bandit. I have to.
Big Dick Bandit of all
Potter.
combat sports, David Potter.
All right, so that's it. Have a great weekend because we are live streaming, but it's almost Monday, so it's going to be a brand new week, and go own it and mind your favorite minx and join us next time. Peace out, brother.